Become a channel member today, only $2.99 a month for exclusive member-only videos going forward. Made one about Paul George, and we'll have a full game recap out after tonight's game. Link in the description and pinned in the comment section below if you're interested. Thank you. So with Joel Embiid and Jared McCain getting injured, this season officially feels like a gap year. I would say it's time to completely rebuild, and believe me, I want to. If possible, I would trade Joel Embiid in the offseason, Paul George at this trade deadline. But unfortunately, with the new contract extension of Joel Embiid, that seems impossible. I don't see anyone taking a risk trading for Embiid until he proves he can consistently stay on the court. Getting off of that is going to be tough. Paul George's contract seems easier. However, who's willingly taking a declining 34-year-old? Who is set to make over $50 million a year for the next couple seasons. Plus, you got to keep in mind the front office and coaching situation. Nick Nurse is a win-now coach. He has zero interest in rebuilding or retooling. Daryl Morey is a win-now GM. So even though the right answer is probably start over right now, due to contracts and the way the Sixers think from up top, I give you a spoiler alert, it's not going to happen. So knowing that, I was thinking about the best possible scenario for this season. Like, what should I be voting for as a diehard Sixers fan? Of course, the thought of getting Cooper Flagg or Dylan Harper immediately came to mind. That would be my favorite scenario. We just suck, absolutely suck, but it's going to be tough to out-tank the bottom of the barrel teams. An underrated outcome that I thought of is Joel Embiid coming back and carrying the Sixers to the play-in or playoffs, while Paul George also plays well. They finish the season strong. Embiid puts up godlike numbers like last season, basically the same scenario of last year. They make it to the first round. He puts up great numbers like he did versus the Knicks. They lose, but it's not really his fault. He did pretty much all he could do. The reason I say that is then his value will be raised. And with all that has happened this year, maybe finally he looks around and says, it's time to leave. I need a fresh start. He officially requests a trade after the season. And after finishing strong and on the court, it's more likely a desperate team takes a risk on him. I think Minnesota is a team to look at. They likely aren't making the Western Conference Finals. They likely are underachieving based on their previous season. They have that disgusting Gobert contract that would easily match for Embiid. Just throwing a team out there to give you guys some hope. But think about it. If he just continues to do what he's been doing this season, aka come back, play average, or below average, and the Sixers still lose with him on the court, and then randomly he'll have a great game here and there, but then after that he'll get injured, his value will just keep going down. His value is the lowest it's ever been right now. I believe it's time to start over, but the Sixers won't unless Embiid forces his way out, and to do so, he also needs to up his trade value. But at the same time, if he does finish well, Morey and the Sixers will be like, see, look, if we were healthy at the beginning of the season or all season, we would have had a chance. Oh, man. So basically, yeah, I mean, we seem screwed no matter what. Anyway, let's look forward to the trade deadline. A couple days ago, I made a video talking about how they should go all out for Herb Jones. Well, that was me in the state of mind thinking the season could be saved. Well, with the new injury news to McCain and Embiid, at this point, the Sixers should not be giving up any draft capital. They honestly should be sellers at the deadline. If I were them, I'd be trying to sell guys for picks like Kelly Oubre, Caleb Martin, Gershon Yabusele. That hurts. It hurts to say they should trade Yabusele. Oh, that's terrible. But they're probably not going to be able to pay him in the offseason. And honestly, if they are getting any players in return, they have to be young players with potential. It's time to get younger, quicker, and more athletic. I'm looking at the Pacers. It seems like they're going to move either Obi Toppin or Jarence Walker. I'll take either, to be honest, and I low-key believe the Pacers would be interested in Caleb Martin because they need more defense. The thing that holds me back from Obi Toppin is he's now been on 2 good teams, yet again he's in trade rumors. It seems like his defense and basketball IQ holds him back from being a consistent impact to a winning team. However, his speed and athleticism and size would be a breath of fresh air for the Sixers, so I wouldn't mind him. Another guy I've been looking at is Cam Whitmore. He has that score-first mentality, basically the Kelly Oubre syndrome, which has found him out of the rotation in Houston with Udoka. And since they have instantly entered win now mode, if they are interested in Yabusele, I'd ask for Cam Whitmore in return. Sixers need a score-first archetype badly. They don't have enough bucket getters. I would love to see what Whitmore could do with 25 minutes a night. Lastly, 24-year-old Keon Ellis. He would be the perfect guard to pair in lineups with McCain and Maxey since they both lack defense. He thrives in the point of attack. He has all the makings to be the next Alex Caruso, Derek White. He has elite role player potential for sure. But basically, you see my vision. Young athletic players with upside that won't make you sell a bunch of your own draft picks.